Hello everybody and welcome to the Reside Daily Bite. I'm your host, David Doucette. Today I'm going to talk about a term. I'm not even sure if it's an official real estate term, but it's a good term, and Colette Ching, our team leader over at the Keller Williams Santa Monica office, had mentioned this last Friday in our podcast interview, and the term is hyperlocal, and meaning the real estate market is hyperlocal, which means what's happening across this country. When we hear these national headlines, we hear what the National Association of Realtors is reporting. We hear headlines maybe in the New York Times or in some of the more national publications. The headlines we hear may not be the ones that are applicable to our own specific, not only city, but neighborhood within that city. And that's what we mean by hyperlocal. Very microscopic look at the city and the neighborhood. I'll give you an example. For the west side of Los Angeles, which is where I work, we have several communities. We have Pacific Palisades, Palms Mar Vista, Santa Monica, Venice, Westchester, Culver City. And each of those communities all have their own little unique market going on. For example, year to date, median sales price from February 2009 to February 2010, Culver City is up almost 12%. Palms Mar Vista is up over 10%. West LA around 9%. Westchester up 7.5%. Venice up 5%. So all of these areas are up from where they were a year ago, which is a good sign for us here on the west side. Santa Monica actually down about 14%. And there's a few high-priced home areas in Santa Monica that may or may not have accounted for that, somehow offset. But we're seeing activity on the west side, and this may be very different from your local real estate market where you are. So if you're considering buying or selling your home, make sure you're working with a realtor in your area who understands the concept of being hyperlocal and understands the uniqueness of not only the city that you're in, but also the neighborhood you're in and what are the major cross streets. Because here in Venice, or here in the west side, Lincoln Boulevard comes into play. If you're west of Lincoln Boulevard in Venice, your homes might be a little higher priced. If it's east of Lincoln Boulevard, it might be a little lower priced. And there's other factors that are going to factor in, of course, but just having a good specific knowledge of that hyper local market that's in your neighborhood is something that you definitely want to be cognizant of, for lack of a better term. Again, I'm trying to do these on one take only, so I don't have a script most of the time, and it's working for me. Again, I'm a perfectionist, and I really want to. I'm thinking now, I could just reshoot this and no one's ever going to know. But I'm not going to do that. What I want to do, though, before I let you go, is there's 3 ways to give feedback. Number 1 would be to call our voicemail listener line, 1-800-476-5579. You can also email feedback to feedback@residerealestate.com, or you could, if you're on the residerealestate.com website, in the this right above my finger, and I'm going to get this right one of these days, is the comment hyperlink. So if you click that, a comment box will appear and you can leave a comment that way. So highly encourage you to leave comments, or if you have a question or you have a real estate question that you want me to try and answer, feel free to send that in or call that in. This is the Reside Daily Bite. My name is David Doucette. Thanks for joining me today.